This random recording is dated the 1st of December 2021. It's called Books. Books started early for me. I'm trying to think of the very first book I opened. This would have been books long before I learned to read or had read to me by my parents. There's a pencil sketch by my Aunt Margaret, Auntie Margie, an art teacher, which shows two chubby-cheeked boys being read to by their father. He seems to be home on leave, judging by his clothes, an army shirt, I think. I wonder what he was reading to us. I must have been about 4. I have an idea the very first book I can remember is Treasure Island, since the characters of Blind Pew, Ben Gunn, Long John Silver and Jim Hawkins are etched into my memory. This may have been exaggerated, since at prep school we performed a dramatisation of the book and I played the part of Jim. I can recall hiding in the apple barrel, in the scene where a knife narrowly misses the concealed Jim by someone reaching for an apple. There was a liking for war stories, escape stories following the war, the best known being The Wooden Horse, with the prisoners of war gamely vaulting over the horse while the tunnel is dug under the noses of the Hun. One Christmas, most of my presents were escape stories. The White Rabbit, Ill Met by Moonlight, Escape or Die, Enemy Coast Ahead. I could not get enough. By the time I went up to the senior school, my taste became wider as I became under the influence of our form master, who introduced us to Brigadier Gerard, the White Company, and Sergeant Lamb of the 9th. Historical fiction, well written and literary. It was around this time I began to keep a record of books I read and kept this up to the present day. My early record has been lost, and the first year I have in full is 1971, when I was 30. By then I was reading Hemingway, Mailer, Graham Greene, Saul Bellow, Nabokov, and Mario Vargas Llosa. I read 40 books that year, more in 1 year than I have read since. During my 40s, my taste was quite wide, based on what was being talked about. Salman Rushdie, Milan Kundera, Primo Levi, Solzhenitsyn, Kazuo Ishiguro, although the average yearly read was under 20. Mostly fiction, of course. Non-fiction was confined to World War I in the main. The 1990s saw the likes of Martin Amis, Ian McEwan and Julian Barnes come into the picture, their era. My reading has always been drawn from contemporary fiction, but I would be hard-pressed to say who my favourite authors are. I don't have any one favourite, even where the same names keep appearing. Graham Greene and Evelyn Waugh. Beryl Bainbridge always interested me for the relative simplicity of her stories. John Irving, Graham Swift, Jonathan Coe, Martin Amis again, William Boyd, Philip Roth, J.M. Coetzee, Cormac McCarthy, just to name a few. Then after 2009, I seemed to escalate my reading, 30 books in 2009, 36 in 2010, including a spate of James Ellroy and the Scandinavian crime duo. My reading became more random and eclectic. Older favourites fell away. Booker winners and popular choices came and went, and I got through books faster, being retired and with more time. I've often said that what interests me is the next book I will read, not the one I'm reading now. This is still true. I also tend to have more than one book on the go at once to keep the interest alive. I also read more on the Kindle, the ebook, often during the night. I hope I will always read. Perhaps with age the desire will fade, which would be a pity. Meanwhile, since the beginning of October, I've got through 10 books and have 2 on the go at the moment. Long may the desire to turn a page continue. My 2000 book list still stands for itself. People may say he was well read, but I prefer he read widely and drew on books in his life on this earth. Reading is life, isn't it?